Mark Rogers TV and I Talk SEC, talking up the talk of the SEC. Yes, Rebels, you as well. You've got to share the spotlight, though. It's Mississippi State, it's Ole Miss. They own the SEC West right now. They own the talk of college football overall. It all centers in the state of Mississippi right now, and they can keep it right there if the Rebels win at Texas A&M and if Mississippi State takes care of business. A tall order, of course, against the second-ranked Auburn Tigers. Dak Prescott is playing as good a football at quarterback as anybody in the country. Josh Robinson's been explosive out of the backfield for Mississippi State. But what about the play of Darunnia Wilson, the sophomore wide receiver from Birmingham? This kid's only caught 14 passes for 247 yards, but 5 big touchdowns. The Dogs, now it seems like they're so much better than LSU, but let's think back a few weeks. LSU was a 10-point favorite in Death Valley, and the Bulldogs went down there and pulled off the upset 34-29. Darunnia Wilson, 4 catches, 91 yards, and 1 touchdown. Against Texas A&M, again, the Dogs an underdog at home. They pulled off the upset, and they blasted Texas A&M in that one, 48-31. And it wasn't that close. Darunnia Wilson, 4 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. This kid's a basketball player. He was Mr. Alabama in basketball. In fact, he was such a basketball-first kid that's all he did for most of his high school career. He didn't play football. Yes, an SEC wide receiver who's making plays against the Aggies and the Bayou Bengals didn't play as a sophomore or a junior. So even despite a stellar senior season in Birmingham playing high school football, most of the major recruiting services did not rank him. Scout ranked Darunnia Wilson 81st in the nation at wide receiver, but none of the other recruiting services touched him because he only played as a senior. But the basketball skills are coming into play. He's 6'5", 215. He can go high point the football. Of course, he's a basketball player, Mr. Alabama basketball, and he's got the vertical speed to get downfield, and he has been exceptional, especially in place of Jamion Lewis, who's been hurt for the Bulldogs, Mississippi State's #1 wide receiver. Well, that could actually be Darunnia Wilson at this point. Wilson's been that dominant. They call him Bear, and the Bear has been a bear on opponents, and Auburn's up next. Player profiles here on Mark Rogers TV and I Talk SEC. We're looking at Darunnia Wilson, and Dog fans, we know you want to talk up one of your best players right here. So let's hear about it right here on Mark Rogers TV.